Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and today we're going to be thumping to Thump One. It's really cool. I'm rating it as one of the best apps of the year. It's wicked, it's cheap, it's nasty. We're going to do it all right about now. Hello, welcome to the show. Hope you're all doing good. I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS. Today we're looking at a really sick app. If you are a Wart Warrior, welcome aboard. Thanks for supporting the channel and all that jazz. It's a little bit of a double show today. After this, so you can hit the join button down below. You get custom emojis, all that kind of stuff. It's part of being on the channel. Today is a bit of a double show, so we're doing this now and then having a break and then coming back and working a little bit on Songtember, and that is happening today. Alrighty, so what have I got to do here? I've got to make sure I've got everything working because this app is wicked. We want to show it off to its best. Hello, Greg. Hello, Joe. Hello, Chad. What is happening? Hope you're all doing good. Let's get down to it. I'm not fucking around today. I just want to get straight into this app and get moving. We'll bounce over here to thebeatcommunity.com where you can check out all of the latest apps and such and all this cool stuff that is dropping and releasing and news and all this stuff for iOS, desktop software and samples and expansions. Nembrini got some stuff on sale. Crunk has been updated. Mila 4's updated to 4.5. You can see Toybox has finally dropped Thump One. I've been on the beta for Thump One for a while, and it's just that good. Price drops. Nembrini have Super Overdrive at $10 off. We've got Patterning, which is about $5 off. All of the Version apps are on sale at the moment because they have just updated Cinematics, and we may look at that next week. Kaiaris has apps on sale. Bark Filter's on sale for $4.99. There you go. And another app that is worth your time. Anything over the page, I'm not sure. All the Kaiaris apps are on sale at the moment. Nambu. We've got VHS Synth. We've got LE1. Lots of stuff on sale, but today we're looking at Thump One by Toybox Studios. This is their first iOS app. It is the meager $3.99 to purchase and worth every goddamn cent. It is ludicrously cheap for what it does. Plus, if you have a Mac and PC, you can oge over to toyboxaudio.com and you can get it here for Mac and PC for nothing, for absolutely $0. It is free. $3.99 on iOS and free on the PC and Mac. And I'm telling you, it's what a ridiculous amount of money. It is just ridiculous for what it does. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Trimmer Bear. This thing is stonking. Let me oge over here to my Mac. Here we are on the Mac, and I've got an instance of Logic running, and I've got it installed here as well because it was free. It's absolutely free. So all I need to do is go to my instrument. So I've got a MIDI channel in here in Logic. And just need to scroll to the bottom, find AU Instruments, Toybox, Thump One, and there it is, installed for $0. Give it some guzz. Look at this, man. There it is, running on the Mac and PC for nothing, $0. It's really weird that normally it's like the other way around. Free on iOS, costs a bit on the Mac and PC. But there it is. Absolutely $0. It's wicked. We're going to jump into it right now. Let me oge back over here to my iPad. Hi, Hugh, Lady Campion. What's going on? Robbie. Hello, Robbie. I already said hi, Robbie. It's a crazy day today. I'm about to purchase something for my Songtember song, a costume that is going to freak you all out. But more on that on the Songtember show that is happening soon, coming up an hour after the show ends. Alrighty, let's Oj. Now, let's hope this works because I have a project I've made that is pushing my iPad to the absolute brink of collapse. So here is my project for today for Thump One. And look how many I have. I've got 8 instances running of this. Now, let me tell you, this is a little bit of it's a bit intensive on the iPad. Yeah? If you've got anything below last year's iPad with a 16 gig memory, I wouldn't do this because you can see at the top here, DSP is sitting at 83%. And as soon as I hit play, it's going to max out to 100. Yeah? So hopefully we can get away with it because I have 2 instances of Euclidean and 8 instances of Thump One and 1 instance of glitchscaper. If it gets too messy, I'm going to have to pull glitchscaper out of there. But we are pushing the iPad to its absolute effing limit. All right, I've got nothing running in the background. Let's hit play, and then we'll run through these amazing sounds that you can create with this thing. It is limitless what you can do with this thing. Let's go. Wild. Man, those are some crazy beats. Let's jump in and have a look at this thing. I've got another project here. Should I pump this one up? What's this one? This was the first thing I kind of made with it. Dr. Cron. I can't remember what this sounds like. Let's have a blast. How many have we got in here? Let's go. right, let me show you how this thing works, because even those don't do it justice of what this does. Let's load up Thump One. Connect the keyboard to it. We're going to run no effects through it today. You don't need to. Going to go low. All right. So what is it? It's a music synth. That's the best way to describe it, I guess. As I said, this is made by Toybox. So this is their first iOS app that they have created, and this has been in beta for a long time. I was lucky enough to be on the beta and be a part of its growth. So shall we go through? So there's two oscillators, two synth engines here. We've got a kick down here, and we have a layer. So this is a general oscillator with it's got a wavetable built into it, so it's mad wavetable. And over here, this layer synth engine is kind of based on the Roland JP8000. You can turn them off independently. So if we turn off this layer, we've got that really kind of kick sound. Bring the layer back in. Just to give you a see what I'm doing here. So it's musical. It's not just a drum synth or anything like that. It actually has a musical tone to it. We're going to turn off the layer to kick off with and run through the oscillator down the bottom first. So, all right, we'll cover this section first here. So each of these, you'll see across the top of here, each of these dials have a little arrow above. And every time I click the arrow, we're getting different envelope shapes. And each of these sounds can have their own envelope shapes. And you can add a new point in here by double tapping. And then you can drag, move them around however you want. So straight away, we have taken this sound to somewhere you wouldn't expect. Hi, David. Welcome aboard. David's the developer. And Semtex, what's happening? Very Pac-Man right there. So you can control these. So we're on the punch. So let's talk about these down here. So we've got a punch, we've got our wavetable, a drive, a buzz, which is kind of like a broken speaker. We've got a level here as well. And as I said, these arrows across the top, we can go and work on the envelope for each of these. Let's go into the table, throw in a few points just for fun. We'll put this one up here, pull this one down. And we'll give the table some guzz. So you can do this for every single dial. You can go in here and mess around with the envelope and create whatever sound, whatever kind of design you want. Really, really cool. Plus, if I like one of these and I can't be bothered drawing any of this in, over here on the right-hand top corner, there is this little envelope section. And when you click on it, it allows you to copy the current envelope and go paste this wherever you like. So now I'm on the buzz, and we're going to go and hit paste. And there is our envelope. We can clear it if we don't like that by going over here and hitting clear. And so you've got your copy, paste, clear over here. Super easy to use. Man, I'll tell you what, it would be really good if it would work with keyboard shortcuts. I don't know if it does. Let's see. If I hit Control Command V, nah, it doesn't. That would be cool because I use a magic keyboard. So to be able to just go, Command V and paste, copy, paste, that would be cool. But then it's not really probably a thing that a lot of people call for because Apple charged so much for this stupid keyboard, you know what I'm saying? So we're on our kick here. Man. Okay, you can control the punch of this. And below that, so below here, you have adjust parameters for each of these knobs. So I can take this way down. And of course, all your parameters are open up the top. So if you want to automate any of this stuff, you can automate every single knob you want on here. All right, let's go through these wavetables because you've got a bunch of them. So this is where you would control your wavetable. So you can actually drag through them and you can see a little image of them as you go through. So let's go through these. I'll do it with my finger. So the ability for sound design is just off. Let's clear this out. This envelope we have on here, we'll clear it. Sorry, got to go into the wavetable. We'll clear this one. Hit clear, goodbye. We'll go over to this punch. We'll clear this one as well. So you get a better idea of what's happening with these wavetables. Now we only have this first oscillator happening, so the layer one is not connected at the moment. All right, we've got a drive. And down below these bottom ones are, to adjust your parameters of each of these up top. Pretty sick stuff. I'm going to drag, while we're on this punch here, I'm just going to drag this up and double tap. We'll pull in a little curve there. We'll give it some buzz now. So the buzz, as I said, is like a broken kind of speaker. So you get that real gnarly. Utter filth. Damn. And we've got an overall level here at the end, yeah? Hi Barry, hope you're doing good. So now that we've kind of covered this in a little bit of detail down the bottom here, let's head back up the top because you've got an attack and a decay. And the way this attack and decay works, a little bit different from normal, is the attack, when turned up to around this kind of level, is about 20%, and the decay is the other 80%. So if we turn this all the way up, you can see we're going to get a super long delay there, yeah? And you'll notice when I hit it, where this starts off. So it's really quick. Let's turn up the attack all the way and watch this. So with the attack and delay up all the way, you have this super long. Let's bring down this. You are getting this super long tail, which is just sick. But if we pull the attack all the way down, see where it starts? It starts about 20% of the way in. So you can control where this kicks in. And when you pull down that decay, it will completely cut off the end of it, like so. And there's so lots of really cool stuff you can do, because if we pop in a few more points here again, this is where things get really fun with this thing. Let's go another one. Bring in our decay. That is wicked, man. Yeah? How cool is that? So across the top, we'll pull back this decay a little bit. Pull this attack. Okay, so across the top too, you have these master controls too for pitch. So you can bring this down even lower. Mono synth. Now we've got a glide here as well. And lastly on here we have a stereo width. So this is kind of like a, excuse me. So this is like a chorus and a D tune. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right, let's look at our second oscillator over here. This is our second layer, which if we turn on instantly, and in here we have a detune, we have a filter, and an overall level. Wicked. And let's go into the modes. So you've got all these modes too. So we're currently set to a fifth, and you can play a third. I'm just going to clear this envelope out. You've got a minor. An octave. Unison, a sub, There's a bendy sound in here. We can turn off the kick just so you can hear the layer. What's going on with the layer? Let's go through these without the kick oscillator on. Now we've got the glide on at the moment, so you can hear it gliding to the next note. Let's pull that out. So here's our third, minor, octave, unison, sub, our bendy, so you can hear that. Hey, Chem, what's happening? Squelch. We got dirt, fat, noise, and an FM. So over here too, this is a FM as well. So if we bring this in, oh man, how good's that? And again, you can draw in these envelopes wherever you like. So in all of these, even over here on these ones, the feedback and our filter, let's put in a couple in here just for fun. Yeah. And I'm just dragging these around. Let's bring our kick back in. Wicked. All right, I'm going to jump over to the top here. So we've got some settings up the top here. And the first one is a MIDI resets oscillators. When this is selected, the MIDI notes will cause the phase oscillators to reset. Every time a MIDI note is struck, it will reset the phase of the oscillators. We've also got a legato here. So when the legato is enabled, overlapping MIDI notes will not re-trigger the envelopes, allowing notes to glide smoothly between pitches. So when it's enabled, that will do that. But when not, it's like a general, let's bring both screens up. Yeah. We've got a stereo kick engine here as well, which you can turn on and off. And the stereo kick engine, so it gives you width to, it is to the kick engine. So it only affects the kick engine. And we have these modulators here too, which is really cool. We've got two of them in here. And you can modulate from velocity to punch, pitch, table position, drive. So if we change this to table position, turn it up, we're now going to modulate and you can send these anywhere you want. To drive, filter, buzz tone to, so you can modulate to any of those. Plus we have a velocity to volume. And you can control the pitch bend range by clicking here, however you like, 10 for your wicked stuff. So those are all the controls. We'll bring this back to punch. Leave this there. Leave all those settings as they are right now. And in the settings, you can show the keyboard. You can show the oscillator, so you can turn that off as well. If you don't want the oscillator, you can show the keyboard. For on screen, a quick way to get to the keyboard is this little keyboard icon too. That brings it on and off. Nicely done. And we also have MIDI learn as well. So if you want to MIDI learn something, you can do that as well. If I had my keyboard set up to do it, where are we? So you've got your MIDI learn, and you can reset, clean out the MIDI learn. So, and the manual is a sight to be seen. It is one of the most beautiful manuals I've seen in ages, actually. Look how nice and neat this thing is. Damn. If you can't find your way through this app using this manual, you probably need to rip your eyes out and start again. It's very nicely put together. It looks really nice. And it can be found on the website or accessed through the app as the AUV3 or as a standalone. So you can run them both as AUV3 and standalone. I showed you at the beginning of the show here on my Mac. So we've got it here as well on the Mac. If I open it up, boom. And it's free on the Mac. So don't forget that. Absolutely $0, $3.99 here on iOS. You can't go wrong, mate. You can't go wrong. Okay, let's go through some presets because guess what? There's a lot of them. There is a lot of presets. So many. Nice. So they're broken up into sections. You've got bass, boom, boom. You've got effects, kick, lead, percussion, and in here you've got a heap in each one. If you want to get to your init preset, you can just click. And we're back to our init preset. You can randomize a preset. This is really cool too. So if you select randomize so you've got two options. You can randomize a preset or you can mutate a preset. So once a preset's been randomized, or you've chosen one, or you've made one and saved it, you can then mutate it. But whichever one you've hit last, if it's either randomize or mutate, you can redo it by tapping the Thump One, I'm pretty sure. Yes. See that? So every time you hit the Thump One logo, it gives you another random, so you don't need to jump in and do any menu diving because it remembers what you've last done. But then if I hit the mutate preset, it's going to mutate the sound slightly. And now if I hit Thump One, it's going to slightly mutate instead of randomize. So whichever one you've hit last out of mutate or randomize becomes your randomize button over here. You can import preset files. So if you have made a sound over on your Mac or someone else has made one, they can send you a zip file. You can import the zip file. You can export preset files. There's no way to actually get into this via the Files app. So just be aware of that. You can't access any of your sounds through the Files app. They are hidden away from you. So you can export preset files, load them up on your Mac or somebody else's Thump One on their iPad. You can save presets or you can save preset as. So let's talk about the difference between these. So if you just hit save preset, let's do an example. So we'll mess around with this one here. Just draw in some things, make it a little bit different. All right, so I want to save that. I can go over here to hit Save Preset, and then it will allow me to write the name of the preset. Let's just show you a test of it. Now, I do believe in an update we're going to be able to, I think, David, we're going to be able to delete presets, maybe, kind of. So if I say this is a show demo, we'll just do this. and hit save, you will see it has created this little preset here for me. But I do believe if you hit save preset as, and I say, let's randomize, let's just do a randomize first. There we go. Thanks for clarifying that. So, isn't that tail, man? It's so cool. If I hit save preset as, now I'm pretty sure you've got to put a slash. I'm just checking because I haven't done one because I wanted to wait till the show. But you got to do a slash so you can create a folder name. So I could put how to app. Oh man, I don't want to do that. Let's just put a how to app and slash and then boing. I don't know, we call it boing, and then hit this. Did it do it? Yes. See what it's done here? It's added a folder. So you can create your own folder with your own samples in it. Now, currently you can't remove them, but in a future update, you will be able to remove, delete, do all that kind of stuff, and it'll be even cooler than before. How good, huh? So you can create your own folders if you want to keep stuff neat, and yeah, wicked. Shall we go through some sounds? Let's go through some sounds, man, in this beautiful, beautiful pack. Thanks, Leela, for posting that. Yeah, hit the like if you're enjoying the show. Do that stuff, all the buzzy wuzzy buzzwords and all that shit. Let's go through some sounds because there are some sounds in here that are just mind-melting. We got an acid chonk. I'm going to go down an octave. Just going to make sure our oscilloscope's on. That's a chonk, alien bass. So like I said in the beginning, don't think this is just some kind of drum app. This is so much deeper. Whoa! So we've got it's wild. We've got this squelch mode here for this second oscillator. I'm going to give it a fifth. Man, that is wild. Let's slow down the attack on this one. So you get this little woo. We're only we are only in, so where we're up to, we are in the bass sounds at the moment. So we're now in the, let's go to these. Did we do the boom effects? We're in effects now. Wow. Oh, man. So good for sound design. Let's draw some stuff in here. And you can have at it. You can do whatever you want in here. The sky is the limit. Hey, Dean, what's going on? We've got kicks as well. Look at all these kicks, man. How long we got? We are at 8:46 here in the morning here. Damn, I can feel that in my gut. Let's load up. As you can see, there is a shitload of sounds. We'll go over to some leads, run through these quickly for you. And then I'm going to quickly load up. Let's load up a Euclidean in here. So it's crap tons of sound. You can absolutely go nuts designing your own sounds. So there's no problem there. You get lost in this for $4. It's nuts. We're going to bring up Euclidean. And I don't know, let's make 4 of these and send them all out to different channels and let's create something. We're going to do Thump One. As you saw at the beginning of the show, I had a project with 8 Thump Ones running and 2 Euclideans and a glitchscaper, and I was maxing out the DSP at 90, and it was sometimes hitting 100 and freaking the hell out. So, yeah, if you're going to do that, I would recommend owning the latest iPad Pro. So we'll go in here and we'll send each of these out to a different Thump One. Yeah. From Euclidean. And then with Euclidean, we're going to host the sync and we're going to change the ports to port 2, port 3, port 4. So now all these should be going out to each of the different instruments. I'm just going to go in and start by doing a random. And then we'll go in and fine tune it. So we'll hit random. We'll do a random preset. We'll do a random in this one and see what life gives us. Okay. And we'll start off just with the Euclidean randomization. Boom. Let's try a poly tempo. Here we go. Man, this thing is bonkers. Yeah. So this track is called Don't Be Alarmed. This track is called Lots of Fun. So $3.99 for this thing. You can't go wrong. It's super cool, super easy to use, as you saw, easy to make stuff. There's the price. Let's come back over here. So $3.99 here on iOS. If you're using it on... come back over here. If you are using it for PC or Mac, guess what? It's absolutely $0. And I've shown you it running in Logic, easy to download, installs like a dream, and you can use it in GarageBand on your Mac and Logic, or if you've got a PC, you can use it there, and it's absolutely $0. The links to the PC and Mac version are in the description. The link to the iOS store to grab this for $4 in the description. If you want to go grab it, it's worth your time. Love it. Fantastic stuff. That will be it for today. On today's show, let me tell you what's coming up for the next few days on the channel. Then we'll go out with our featured artist that we do each and single day. We we have coming up tomorrow. We're taking a look at, if I can get my shit together, 4 Pockets brand new string lab. It drops not long from now. It's out very soon. You can physical model strings. Simple as, really, really cool. Can't wait to take a look at this one tomorrow. Then on Thursday, US time and UK time, Friday here in Australia, we have the Virgo gang in Boston. So we have Brad, Russ, and Dave, who are all meeting up in Boston, who are all moderators here on this channel, and we're all going to hang out and talk about music and song timbre and their music that they're doing, because they're all going to be in the same bed and breakfast. I don't want to know what they're doing, but it's going to involve a lot of wet willies, and it's going to be very weird. Coming up after this show in about an hour's time, I'll be continuing my song timbre story, looking at writing lyrics for my song timbre song. If you want to come and join me for that, it'll only be an hour-long show. That is happening an hour from now. Boom. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what's happening next week for the rant, because all these shows are up on the channel. And for the rant next week, we are talking something really important. You're not going to want to miss this. YouTube Content ID. Yes, it's happening. Anyway, today's featured artist is, of course, Hypnotic Transmissions. He's just dropped another brand new track. This is called Alone. We're going to play it. I'll see you in about an hour's time. Thank you to David, the developer, for being here in the chat. Go get the app. It's wicked. What more can I say? Let's Oj. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. This is Hypnotic Transmissions' brand new track called Alone. Let's do it now.
'cause you make me shine better.